Hello, my love. Good morning to you. It is nice to see you. It is nice to visit with you, as always. I hope you have a beverage and that you are relaxed at this moment. You are not rushed and harried, but actually have a moment to breathe and say hello to your day. I'm thinking about you as always. I hope for today that you laugh at some point in time, that you have, whether it's a slight giggle, perhaps almost only just a smile, or something deep from your belly or your heart. I hope that you laugh today. I am thinking about you as always. I was thinking also about creating and creativity and how important that was in my life. To create things, for me, was an innate part of being human. It was not only productive to create something, but also a form of expression and self-expression. And creating for me was a way to express myself, to get feelings out I didn't know that I had very often, and to work through things, to give my hands something to do and my mind something to do, which allowed genesis of other thoughts and things. But being creative, I think, is an essential part of being human. And so I would encourage you in your life to be creative, to create, and to see creativity. It can come in many forms. You don't have to, as you know, I wrote fiction. That was my jam, so to speak. And I loved creating through that. But there are so many different ways to create. It could be in artistic form, it could be writing something, it could be painting, it could be choreographing a dance or directing a play or whatever it may be, poetry. There are artistic forms of creation and creativity, but there are also non-artistic ways, or arguably non-artistic ways. This gets into the definition of art, which is a quagmire I do not want to get into here. But I do want to point out, if you are mending a fence, you are creating something. You are creating a gate, or you are creating the fence. If you are planting a garden, you are creating something. If you are knitting, if you are painting, just the walls of a room, that is an act of creation. You are creating a different environment. You are creating something new that wasn't there before. And that is valid. That is creating. And I found for me that even that fulfilled my innate need to create. So again, was heavily invested in the artistic field, but also when I did things around the house, when I fixed things, if I, fixed a door or a door handle or any sort of thing where something wasn't there before, you have created. And to recognize that that too can be a valid expression. And for me, the value increased with the level of the artistic interplay. So merely mending a door or a skirt or a pocket, while creative and creating something new, was not to me as fulfilling as when I did it with investing my own idea into it. So if I were tending a garden, I didn't have to garden a particular way, whereas when mending a pocket, your options are rather limited, somewhat limited. But creating a garden, you can create it however you want. Or if you're going to paint a fence, you get to choose which colors to paint or how to paint it, or if you want to vary it. And the more my creativity involved my own choices and my own expression of myself, the greater value it had to me as allowing myself to recognize my own humanity and get things out, to express myself. So, create. That would be my advice for you. It was something I did throughout my life, something I recognized myself in doing, because recognizing it itself gives it greater value, to recognize all the ways we create things. And the greater you add your own expression to it, the greater it is a cathartic experience. So, I will leave it at that. I will recommend again BLACKSTARKIDS and Jane Alison's Meander Spiral Explode. And I will leave it at that.